Time now for the morning rush. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at a full day of sunshine with just some high passing clouds overhead. No rain or snow expected. And even through the day tomorrow, high pressure builds in. So we're not going to find any moisture in that 7-day forecast. Just lots of sunshine and warm temperatures. Adam?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories. We'll start with Sarah Yingling.
A Santa Fe woman is waking up behind bars facing child abuse abandonment charges. The Santa Fe, New Mexican reports the arrest comes after the 3-month-old child she was babysitting was found dead here at the Thunderbird Inn on Cerrillos Road. According to the report, 25-year-old Rachel Smith admitted to police that she used heroin Friday nights while babysitting the boy. When she woke up to feed him, she found him unresponsive. The exact cause of the baby's death is not clear at this time. David?
The Santa Elena planned community could be one step closer to being built after Bernalillo County zoning meeting happens tomorrow. County commissioners will look at the second plan in a 3-part process, which will focus on a portion of the total property. This will address items such as parks, open space, water, and public safety. The proposed area has met with controversy since the beginning, with concerns over jobs, housing, and how much water it will consume. Tomorrow's meeting will be at 3 p.m. in City Council chambers. Adam?
Morning, we're waiting for more information from AFD about a call that they got to an apartment complex. They say they were called to the area near Blue Water and Coors. No word on damage. When our crews did arrive, though, we spotted some smoke in the area. We did make several calls to AFD regarding that fire. We'll update you on this story as new details become available. New this morning, police say at least one person is recovering from injuries after they responded to shots fired in southwest Albuquerque. According to APD, it happened about 9:30 last night in the area of 46th and Central. Some of that area was blocked off, and as soon as police release more details today, we'll update you on air and on the news app. New this morning, police are investigating a crash in northeast Albuquerque. APD says it happened just before 10 last night at Central in Texas. They say it did involve a pedestrian. That area was blocked off, but it has since reopened. As soon as we learn more, we'll be sure to update you. New Mexico's U.S. attorney is off the job this morning after AG Jeff Sessions requested the resignations of more than 40 U.S. attorneys on Friday. That included New York City U.S. attorney Preet Bharara, who refused to resign and was instead fired on Saturday. The high-profile prosecutor was known as the Sheriff of Wall Street for his focus on fighting public corruption. A bill intended to protect New Mexicans from predatory lenders is awaiting discussion in the Senate today. The House bill would limit fees that financial institutions add to payday loans. It would also establish financial literacy programs for New Mexicans. Supporters say it closes loopholes, allowing lenders to get around payday loan reforms and charge high fees for small loans. A bill offering a salary bump to school workers willing to get extra credentials is off the table this morning. Governor Martinez vetoed Senate Bill 200. It would have offered a one-time pay increase for school professionals like counselors and administrators for completing certification with the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. By the way, this is the final week of this year's legislative session. Stay with News 13 on air and on the news app through the final gavel drop scheduled for Saturday. A family is left with nothing more than their suitcases this morning as police continue their search for brazen thieves caught on camera. A couple stopped in Albuquerque on a move from Alabama to Oregon. They say when they came out of their hotel room, they noticed their truck and trailer with everything they own inside gone and their other truck burglarized. New this morning, when it comes to gas prices, the customary springtime spike could come a little later than usual this year. AAA says the oil market had a mini collapse last week because of oversupply. That's sending prices down. The national average is now $2.30 a gallon. That's about a penny less than it was last week. Kristen?
A powerful nor'easter has parts of the Northeast stretching from D.C. to Boston, preparing for blizzard conditions tonight into Tuesday and Wednesday. Heavy snow and strong winds will arrive in the mid-Atlantic and New England states, creating dangerous travel and power outages. Hundreds of flights have already been canceled, and that's going to be something we'll watch for here in New Mexico. But overall, that storm is moving away from us, so we don't have any significant threat here in New Mexico when it comes to our weather. Down to a 1 with Metro Threat Index only because it's a little cool out there in the 40s and 50s. But this afternoon, don't worry about it. We've got highs in the 70s, lots of sunshine overhead, wind spinning out of the northwest about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Adam?
This morning, governors of 4 states, including New Mexico, are calling for the feds to open up more land for livestock grazing due to wildfires. Recent fires have burned more than 2,300 square miles in 3 states, forcing farmers to move their animals. The group of governors is also asking for federal restrictions protecting sensitive land to be lifted so that livestock can safely graze. New details. Women who undergo fertility treatment but who do not get pregnant are nearly 20% more likely to develop long-term cardiovascular disease later in life. This is all according to a Canadian study. Researchers suggest as women age, they remind their doctors if they've had fertility treatment years earlier. And a new study in the journal Pediatrics finds an increasing number of kids are ending up in emergency rooms after getting injured by items including strollers, cribs, even baby carriers. Researchers found most injuries occurred at home and were due to a fall, injuring the baby's head, neck, or face. The study shows that parents should research baby products, check for recalls, read the manual before using them. Some interesting new facts this morning. The IRS reports that Americans are taking their time filing tax returns this year. With the April 18th tax deadline looming, the agency says that it's received nearly 6 million fewer individual returns than this same time last year. I know I was among those who procrastinated.
Mine are done, so I feel accomplished. All right, time now for a check on your Monday morning commute. Good news is nothing major out there, just our normal slowdown Paseo eastbound from Jefferson almost all the way to Tramway, so give yourself a few extra minutes there. Outside of that, we're clean and green.
All right, on to news happening today. Presbyterian is looking for healthcare professionals. The hospital on Central near I-25 is hosting a career fair from 10 to 1. They're looking for nurses, therapists, techs, and other healthcare workers. Anyone interested in applying must register for the event in advance online. If you'd like more information, you can check out our link on our website, krqe.com. Money is going toward a good cause this morning thanks to local first responders who shaved their heads. The brave volunteers donated to the St. Baldrick's Foundation for Cancer Research. People paid $20 to get their heads shaved, $50 to also get a shirt. The fundraising goal, $60,000. Still unclear, though, how much money was raised in that effort. Okay, Father's Day may be months away, but it's never too early to start thinking about gifts. How about a tie grown in a lab? U.S. biotech company Bolt Threads is now offering a necktie made out of lab-produced spider silk. By the way, this is going to cost you more than $300, so it's not cheap, but it's a good Father's Day gift. And yes, that is silk made from spiders.
I think my dad's okay with the homemade card. All right, time now for the 5 facts. We'll begin with number 5. A new book featuring Bernalillo County's favorite spokes sheep is available to check out this morning. The second book stars Bernco Bernie, learning about subjects like local produce and ecology. Many of the characters are based on real members of the community. The books are available at libraries and other county facilities.
Number 4, today the House is expected to discuss a $6 billion budget plan just passed by the Senate. The Senate passed 2 bills Saturday that shore up funding for schools and state agencies and will also raise taxes and fees by $350 million. Both proposals already went through the House. The House lawmakers just have to look at it again because of some Senate amendments. Governor Martinez has urged lawmakers to avoid raising taxes and to tighten government spending.
At number 3, sunshine with warm temperatures across the entire state. We skyrocketed above average nearly statewide both Tuesday and Wednesday.
Number 2, the House Intelligence Committee is requesting that the Justice Department turn over any evidence supporting President Trump's wiretapping claims by today. No word on whether the Trump administration plans to meet that request. Number 1, we're still waiting for more details from authorities on a suspect in the shooting death of a Navajo Nation police officer. This morning, that person is in custody. This happened late Saturday night around 11 near Pruitt, just about 20 minutes west of Grants. According to officials, Officer Houston James Largo was responding to a domestic violence call when he was shot. He was then taken to UNMH where he was pronounced dead. Largo was a decorated officer who served with the Navajo Nation Police Department for almost 5 years.